The Washington Post today had a story about Senator McCain's chief of staff in the Senate, who apparently previously worked as a lobbyist for Freddie Mac. Coupled with your campaign manager, Rick Davis's past associations with Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, is this going to end the McCain campaign's efforts to try to say that it's Barack Obama who has the worrying associations with those institutions?
Well, you know, Rachel, I think everybody has plenty of associations to point at, and point to, rather, and that's part of, it's almost emblematic of the problem that occurred. I mean, Freddie and Fannie were government-sponsored enterprises, as you know. They were basically given a leg up by the government and allowed to grow way out of control. I mean, I think the most important thing is that when this was flagged, when this became known back in 2005, Senator McCain was one of the original co-sponsors out there calling for a bank-style regulator. And what that meant is he said, forget about this Freddie and Fannie being able to ride the escalator up with no oversight. He wanted somebody, a regulator who would have the ability to come in and inspect the books, offer cease and desist orders, inspect their programs and report on progress, and have minimal capital requirements. This was basic good government. And this was happening, remember, at the time when there had just been a huge light shown on the fact that they were manipulating the balance sheets in order to trigger incentive pay. You also had Fed Chairman Greenspan at the time coming out saying if they were not reformed, they could eventually cause systemic financial risk, something we've been dealing with a lot in the last couple of weeks. So I think the most important thing is who did the right thing when, you know, the canary was singing in the coal mine, and that was John McCain. Well, and frankly, Barack Obama was just silent on the issue, Rachel. I mean, he didn't offer his own bill. He didn't co-sponsor. He just, as we've said, voted present.
Well, the issue that you're talking about, the Fannie and Freddie regulation bill, was put forward by Chuck Hagel. Senator McCain didn't come on as a co-sponsor to that until a year after the bill had been filed. And it is the idea that he was sort of taking on these institutions, I think, and I think in a lot of people's eyes, is really undercut by the fact that the institution set up by Fannie and Freddie to lobby for them having less regulation was headed up by the campaign manager for your campaign, and his chief of staff in the Senate was lobbying for Freddie Mac up through 2004. It's hard to describe him as an anti-Fannie Freddie crusader given those things.
You know, Rachel, be fair. Be fair. You've got you've got Franklin Range, you've got Jim Johnson, you've got an Obama campaign that will not release their list of advisors.
But can I talk to you about Franklin Raines for a second? Franklin Raines said that he never advised the Obama campaign on housing issues ever. The Obama campaign has said the same thing. The quote that you guys have used for your ad on that subject is from the style section in the Washington Post, and it's denied by all the parties involved. I'm not sure that Franklin Raines is a great peg for you guys to try to hang the Fannie Freddie Association on him.
He said it was reported, and he said it publicly and privately.